Hi everybody, this is Riley, and I'm going to do my second book review for you. Today I am actually going to do biographical nonfiction, and this is the book I have to show you guys. I actually found this at my local library, and I'm sad that I don't own it. It was so good. This is called River Boy, and it's a story about Mark Twain, the amazing American author. This is written by William Anderson and illustrated by Dan Anderson. So before I actually talk about the plot, I wanted to tell you guys that I consider this biographical nonfiction because it is about a real person, but this is special to me because I think it will really interest kids. Just the fact that it's about Mark Twain, this little boy. I mean, the cover is exciting. I think any child would pick this up and be interested to read it. And then as you look at the pictures, this is the very first picture in the book. It just looks exciting for boys and girls, and so I think sometimes boys have a hard time getting excited about nonfiction, and this would really be relatable for kids around this age, around Mark Twain's age anyway. In the story, I would say probably 8 years old would really love this. Also, this is a picture book, and as you can see, every page has beautiful, bright pictures. This is also a little bit more of a formal style. We see this border, or a partial border, on most pages. So even though the text moves around, it's always framed by something. Okay, so I also wanted to show you this amazing thing at the back of the book. It has a timeline. So just for educational purposes, we get to see all about Mark Twain's life and the events that happened so that kids can look at it. It's just one more visual thing that adds to this story. Alright, so I'm going to read you some of this amazing book. It says, "Steamboats a-comin'." Whenever that cry sounded through the streets of Hannibal, Missouri, most everyone noticed. The great steamboats chugging up and down the Mississippi River were always filled with interesting things, new goods for the stores, letters from far-off places, and people Hannibal had never seen. No one knew who or what might come off that boat. A curly-headed boy named Sam Clemens watched from a tree near the water's edge as the big boat docked on the river bank. Like his friends, Sam dreamed of being a steamboat pilot. The Clemens house was a block from the river. Sam's mother was fun-loving and patient, even when Sam played pranks, like teasing the family cat. Sam's father was called Judge Clemens. He worked as a lawyer, a storekeeper, and a justice of the peace. There was not much money to be made in the frontier town, but Sam and his brothers and sister knew there would always be a good warm meal for them when they raced home from school or play. Sam's family hadn't always lived in Hannibal. He was born in another Missouri town called Florida. His mother told him that when he was born, on November 30th, 1835, a long, dazzling streak of white light traveled across the nighttime sky. People peered through their windows to see Halley's Comet shoot through the dark. They would have to wait 76 more years to see that comet again. Inside the Clemens house, though, the important event was the arrival of tiny, pale, red-headed baby named Sam. So, throughout this story, you get to see Sam Clemens as a boy growing up and having to get a job, learning about his love for writing and newspapers and stories. And then eventually you get to see his love for steamboats and adventure, and he has a full, amazing life that I was excited to hear about. He seems like a magical person to me. And to add to that magic for you guys, and to make you want to read about his life, I'm actually going to read you the last page of this story. So, boy who came to be known as the famous Mark Twain, I think, had one of the best exits from the world. Like he was born when Halley's Comet arrived, it says, Sam once told his daughter Clara that he wished to leave the world just as he'd entered it, with Halley's Comet. On April 21st, 1910, when the comet once again appeared, Sam Clemens died. All over the world, people who loved the rambunctious river boy and author watched the comet's long tail of light streaking across the sky. To them, it belonged to one of America's greatest storytellers, Mark Twain. And that was the perfect way to end this book. So I hope that you will pick it up. I hope that you'll pick it up and learn how Sam Clemens became Mark Twain, because that was fascinating to me. I hope that you'll share this with your kids and help them get excited about nonfiction, because this is a fantastic book, rich with color and educational things. The history is perfect. The details are perfect. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Thank you.